Have you ever experienced a feeling that your brain isn't functioning as it should? Perhaps you find it difficult to concentrate, forget things more frequently, or experience inexplicable anxiety. These could be subtle indications that your brain is attempting to communicate something significant. In today's video, we will explore 12 concerning signs that your brain may not be healthy, and, most importantly, how to address them before it's too late. Don't miss this opportunity to take charge of your brain health and unleash its full potential. 1. Recurrent headaches. If you experience headaches for more than 10 days in a month, it's considered unusual and a warning sign. This is often related to the brain not receiving enough blood and oxygen. It's a serious condition, not simply a headache caused by lack of sleep or dehydration. High blood pressure puts stress on the blood vessels in your brain, making it harder for blood to circulate. Low blood pressure means your brain isn't getting enough oxygen and nutrients because the blood flow is slow. Anemia, a condition where there are not enough red blood cells or hemoglobin, reduces the ability to carry oxygen to the brain, leading to headaches. Long-term stress increases cortisol levels, which can affect blood flow to the brain and cause headaches. Blood vessel problems, such as spasms or inflammation in the blood vessels of the brain, can reduce blood circulation. Prolonged headaches can disrupt neurological function, leading to difficulty concentrating. Chronic fatigue can result from the body working harder to compensate for oxygen deprivation, causing exhaustion. Recurring headaches may also be a sign of more serious conditions such as chronic migraines or cerebrovascular diseases. You've been experiencing headaches for more than 10 days each month, and they haven't been relieved by over-the-counter pain medication. You've also noticed other symptoms like blurred vision, loss of balance, or frequent dizziness. The pain seems to be getting worse over time, or may have started after a head injury. 2. Waking up often. You may be experiencing frequent awakenings, particularly in the early morning hours, with difficulty falling back asleep. This could be due to an abnormal increase in cortisol levels, the stress hormone, which can disrupt your body's natural sleep cycle. Cortisol is a stress hormone produced by the adrenal glands that helps your body cope with stress. Cortisol levels typically decrease at night, allowing your body to relax and enter deep sleep. When cortisol levels remain elevated, due to stress, lack of sleep, or hormonal imbalances, your brain remains in an excited state, leading to wakefulness. High cortisol levels can also cause shrinkage in areas of the brain such as the hippocampus, involved in memory, and the prefrontal cortex, involved in thinking, resulting in prolonged sleeplessness and brain cell damage. Deep sleep, also known as slow-wave sleep, is a crucial stage of sleep that allows your brain to repair itself, clear out toxins, and balance hormones. When you don't get enough deep sleep, your brain functions decline, leading to fatigue, memory loss, and difficulty concentrating. A lack of sleep can also increase your risk of neurological conditions like Alzheimer's disease, depression, and anxiety disorders. Chronic stress, caused by elevated cortisol levels, keeps your body in a constant fight-or-flight mode, putting significant strain on your nervous system. Stress from work, family, or social pressures can increase cortisol levels. Lifestyle habits, exposure to blue light from screens before bed, consuming caffeine or alcohol close to bedtime. Medical conditions, disorders such as sleep apnea, hyperthyroidism, or nocturnal hypoglycemia can also lead to frequent awakenings. If you find yourself waking up frequently over several weeks, accompanied by symptoms such as shortness of breath, palpitations, or significant anxiety, it might be helpful to consider potential underlying conditions. Conditions such as sleep apnea, hormonal imbalances, or depression could be contributing factors. 3. Brain fog. You may experience a feeling of mental fogginess, difficulty concentrating, and a decline in your ability to think clearly or remember things, particularly in the morning. This can make you feel spaced out and make it challenging to make decisions or perform tasks that require focus. Low blood flow to the brain can lead to oxygen deprivation, as reduced blood circulation limits the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to brain cells. This can result in impaired cognitive function, making it difficult to concentrate and remember information. Chronic stress elevates cortisol levels, which can damage the hippocampus, a brain region crucial for memory, and affect the prefrontal cortex, impacting logical thinking. Insufficient deep sleep prevents the brain from repairing itself and eliminating toxins, contributing to brain fog. Insulin resistance in the brain occurs when brain cells become unresponsive to insulin, hindering glucose uptake. This can lead to brain cell starvation, impairing information processing. Consuming refined sugars and starches causes rapid blood sugar spikes, followed by sharp drops, resulting in fatigue and difficulty concentrating. Nutritional deficiencies, such as a lack of omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin B12, or iron, can also impair brain function. Brain fog can significantly impact your productivity, especially when it comes to tasks that require high levels of concentration. It can also lead to feelings of anxiety and depression due to the sense of not being in control of your mental state. In the long run, persistent brain fog may contribute to the development of neurological conditions such as Alzheimer's disease or mild cognitive impairment, MCI. 4. Mood swings. You may experience sudden shifts in mood without a clear reason. You might transition from feeling normal to anxious, sad, irritable, or easily agitated. These mood swings often occur unexpectedly and are not directly related to your surroundings. Blood sugar imbalances can lead to fluctuating blood sugar levels. When you consume foods high in sugar or refined carbohydrates, your blood sugar rises quickly and then drops sharply, resulting in a feeling of energy hunger in the brain. This can cause irritability, anxiety, or mild depression due to the brain's lack of energy. Furthermore, a lack of oxygen and nutrients in the brain can occur when brain cells don't receive enough oxygen or fuel due to low blood flow or insulin resistance. This can impair brain function and affect your mood. A leaky blood-brain barrier can also contribute to mood swings. The blood-brain barrier acts as a protective layer between the blood and the brain, preventing toxins and bacteria from entering the brain. When this barrier is damaged, harmful substances can enter the brain, causing inflammation and increasing sensitivity to stress, leading to sudden mood changes. Elevated cortisol levels, a stress hormone, can also impact your mood. Prolonged high cortisol levels can reduce your ability to control your emotions and cause an exaggerated response to minor situations. Long-term elevated cortisol can shrink the amygdala, which controls emotions, and the hippocampus, which controls memory, making you more prone to feeling stressed and unstable. Increased sensitivity to stress can lead to a buildup of pressure on the nervous system, causing the brain to become fatigued. This can impact relationships, as emotional instability can strain personal and professional connections. If left unaddressed, prolonged mood swings can escalate into more serious conditions like depression or bipolar disorder. 5. Depression. You may be experiencing prolonged sadness, a lack of motivation and energy, difficulty concentrating, and feelings of guilt or hopelessness. You may also find yourself losing interest in activities you used to enjoy. These symptoms can significantly impact your quality of life, work, and relationships. Chemical imbalances in the brain can affect our mood, motivation, and cognitive abilities. Here's a breakdown of some key neurotransmitters and factors that can contribute to these imbalances. Dopamine. This neurotransmitter is associated with feelings of happiness and motivation. Low dopamine levels can lead to fatigue and lack of motivation. Serotonin. This hormone regulates mood, sleep, and appetite. Serotonin deficiency is often linked to anxiety and prolonged sadness. Acetylcholine. This neurotransmitter is crucial for focus and memory. Low levels can result in mental sluggishness. Neuroinflammation. Chronic inflammation in the brain, often triggered by a diet high in sugar and unhealthy fats or prolonged stress, can impair brain function. Inflammation can affect areas like the hippocampus and prefrontal cortex, impacting memory and decision-making. Stress hormones, cortisol. Sustained high levels of cortisol can damage brain structures, particularly the hippocampus, leading to depression and memory decline. Emotional stress. Suppressed feelings of fear, anxiety, or stress over extended periods can exhaust the brain. Nutritional deficiencies. Lack of vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids, or vitamins B6 and B12 can interfere with neurotransmitter production, increasing the risk of depression. Memory and thinking decline. The brain regions associated with memory and thinking are affected, making it difficult for individuals to concentrate. Increased risk of other disorders. Prolonged depression can lead to anxiety disorders, chronic insomnia, or cardiovascular disease. Long-term damage. If left untreated, the structure and function of the brain can be permanently damaged, increasing the risk of Alzheimer's disease and other neurodegenerative disorders. 6. Dizziness. Symptom. A feeling of imbalance, dizziness, or unsteadiness when standing, moving, or changing positions. Impact. Persistent dizziness can be uncomfortable, reduce your ability to function in daily life and work, and sometimes lead to falls or injuries. Reduced blood flow to the brain can lead to a lack of oxygen and nutrients, causing feelings of imbalance. This can occur due to several factors, including blood pressure fluctuations. Unstable blood pressure can hinder blood flow to the brain, affecting the function of the vestibular system, the part of the brain responsible for balance. Vitamin and mineral deficiencies. Vitamin B12 deficiency. B12 is crucial for red blood cell health. A deficiency can cause red blood cells to become abnormally large, hindering blood flow to the brain's tiny capillaries. Iron deficiency. Iron deficiency leads to anemia, reducing the ability to transport oxygen to the brain, resulting in dizziness. Hormonal and neurological imbalances. High cortisol levels. Prolonged high levels of the stress hormone cortisol can disrupt the circulatory and nervous systems, leading to dizziness. Vestibular nerve disorders. Faulty signals from the vestibular system, often due to infection or injury, can cause imbalance and dizziness. Environmental factors. Dehydration. Lack of water reduces blood volume, affecting blood flow to the brain. Low blood sugar. When the brain doesn't receive enough glucose, dizziness or lightheadedness can occur. Related medical conditions. Vestibular disorders. These can be caused by inner ear infections or problems with the nerves involved in balance. Cardiovascular diseases. Conditions like atherosclerosis or heart failure can reduce the amount of blood pumped to the brain. Dizziness can impair your ability to focus, making it difficult to stay alert and work effectively. It also increases the risk of falls and injuries, which can be particularly dangerous for seniors or individuals with bone and joint issues. If left untreated, prolonged dizziness can lead to damage to the vestibular system or central nervous system. 7. Anxiety. Excessive worry and anxiety that is difficult to control, often accompanied by persistent negative thoughts such as fear of the future, a sense of losing control, or an exaggerated focus on minor events. This can manifest physically as a rapid heartbeat, shortness of breath, difficulty sleeping, restlessness, or prolonged feelings of tension. These symptoms can significantly impact quality of life, work performance, and social relationships. An overactive amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for processing emotions and the fight or flight response, can lead to anxiety. When the amygdala is overactive, it constantly signals danger, even when there is no real threat, causing feelings of worry or stress. Imbalances in neurotransmitters can also contribute to anxiety. Low levels of GABA, gamma-aminobutyric acid, a neurotransmitter that helps reduce stress, can lead to feelings of anxiety. Imbalances in dopamine and serotonin can also increase feelings of anxiety, discomfort, and fear. High levels of the stress hormone cortisol caused by prolonged stress can continuously stimulate the brain, affecting the ability to relax and manage anxiety. Sleep deprivation can also contribute to anxiety. Lack of sleep increases cortisol levels, reduces the ability to regulate emotions, and leads to feelings of anxiety. Fluctuations in blood sugar levels can also trigger anxiety. When the brain does not receive enough glucose, the body may respond with feelings of anxiety. Genetic predisposition and environmental factors, such as work, family, and social pressures, can also increase the risk of anxiety. Prolonged anxiety can shrink the hippocampus, a brain region crucial for memory and learning. This can make you more sensitive to stress, further intensifying anxiety. Anxiety can also impair cognitive function, making it harder to concentrate, remember things, and solve problems. Furthermore, anxiety can manifest physically, leading to symptoms like increased heart rate, shortness of breath, stomach pain, or fatigue. 8. Slow learning. You may be experiencing difficulty absorbing new information, taking a long time to understand or remember it, and feeling slow when processing information. This can make it challenging to learn, work, or solve everyday problems. Reduced nerve transmission function can be caused by several factors, including low levels of acetylcholine, a crucial neurotransmitter responsible for transmitting signals between brain cells. A deficiency in acetylcholine can lead to impaired learning and memory. Low dopamine levels can also contribute to reduced motivation and focus, impacting learning ability. Furthermore, insufficient energy supply to the brain can be caused by insulin resistance, where brain cells are unable to utilize glucose effectively, resulting in energy starvation and cognitive decline. Poor blood flow can also hinder brain function, as a lack of oxygen and nutrients impairs information processing. Dietary factors play a significant role. Consuming refined sugars and starches can lead to rapid spikes in blood sugar, followed by sudden drops, causing fatigue and reduced concentration. Nutritional deficiencies, such as a lack of omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin B1, or choline, can affect the regeneration and transmission of nerve signals. Finally, sleep deprivation and chronic stress can also impact cognitive function. Insufficient deep sleep reduces the ability to process information and consolidate short-term memories. Chronic stress, with its elevated cortisol levels, can damage the hippocampus, affecting memory and learning. Memory decline can make it difficult to remember new information or quickly forget previously learned knowledge. This can lead to decreased work performance, as you may find yourself slower in processing information and making decisions. If left untreated, memory decline can increase the risk of developing mild cognitive impairment or neurological conditions like Alzheimer's disease. 9. Restlessness. You might experience a feeling of restlessness, making it difficult to sit still. You may find yourself constantly needing to move or fidgeting with your hands, feet, or small objects. This can manifest as tapping your fingers, shaking your legs, shifting positions frequently, or feeling compelled to stand up and move around. While this can be uncomfortable for both you and those around you, it can also impact your ability to focus and perform at your best. Hormonal imbalances and neurotransmitter dysregulation can contribute to fidgeting. Dopamine, a neurotransmitter crucial for motivation and behavior control, can lead to feelings of dissatisfaction and restlessness when deficient. Elevated cortisol, the stress hormone, keeps the body in a state of heightened alertness, making it difficult to relax. Excess norepinephrine associated with stress and excitement can create a constant urge to move. Neurological conditions like ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, a common condition characterized by hyperactivity and difficulty concentrating, can also contribute to fidgeting. Restless leg syndrome, often experienced in the evening, causes an irresistible urge to move the legs. Stress and anxiety can trigger fidgeting by constantly activating the sympathetic nervous system, making it difficult for the body to relax. Energy and nutritional deficiencies can also play a role. Insulin resistance, where brain cells don't receive enough glucose, can cause restlessness as the body tries to stimulate circulation and energy. Deficiencies in magnesium or iron can also lead to nervous stimulation and discomfort. Fidgeting can also be a learned habit, especially when the brain needs stimulation to maintain focus. Reduced focus, restlessness can make it difficult to concentrate on important tasks. Prolonged stress, constant feelings of unease can increase cortisol levels, putting strain on your nervous system and cardiovascular health. Impact on social relationships. Uncontrolled behavior can cause discomfort or negative reactions from those around you. 10. Language problems. Experiencing difficulty finding the right words, expressing ideas, or understanding spoken and written language. Stuttering, mixing up words, or using the wrong words in conversations. Feeling blank when trying to articulate thoughts. While this may occur more frequently in older adults, if it happens often in younger individuals or persists, it could be a sign of a more serious issue. Brain cell loss, a natural part of aging, can lead to a decline in language abilities. As we age, 20 to 30% of neurons in the language areas of the brain, particularly Broca's and Wernicke's areas, may be lost. Neurological conditions like Alzheimer's disease, dementia, or damage to language areas can also make it difficult to process language information. Insufficient blood flow to the brain can deprive it of oxygen and nutrients, impacting language processing. Conditions like mini-strokes or strokes can directly damage language areas. Chronic stress and fatigue can also affect language abilities. Prolonged high levels of cortisol from chronic stress can reduce the activity of the prefrontal cortex, which is involved in language expression and logical thinking. Sleep deprivation can impair information processing, including language use and comprehension. Nutritional deficiencies can also play a role. A lack of choline can reduce the production of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter crucial for communication. Vitamin B12 deficiency can impair nerve function, leading to a decline in language and thinking skills. Brain injuries or trauma, such as head injuries or accidents, can affect Broca's area, speech production, or Wernicke's area, language comprehension. Communication difficulties can negatively impact work, social relationships, and self-confidence. If left unaddressed, prolonged language issues can contribute to or be a symptom of serious conditions like dementia. Individuals may feel isolated due to communication challenges, leading to a decline in quality of life. 11. Short-term memory loss. You may be experiencing difficulty remembering recent events, information, or details, while your long-term memory, past memories, remains intact. You may also frequently forget everyday tasks such as where you placed your keys, appointments, or things you need to do. If this happens often and persists, it could be a sign of declining brain function. Damage or shrinkage of the hippocampus. The hippocampus is a region of the brain responsible for storing and processing short-term memories. Hippocampal shrinkage can occur due to prolonged stress, high cortisol levels, or oxygen deprivation, leading to a reduced ability to process and store new information. Reduced blood flow to the brain. Oxygen deprivation. The brain does not receive enough oxygen and nutrients, resulting in impaired memory function. Minor stroke, mini stroke. This can damage brain regions involved in memory. Nutritional deficiencies. Vitamin B1, thiamine, deficiency can damage nerve cells and impair memory. Omega-3, lack of these fats reduces the ability of nerve cells to connect and function. Iron deficiency causes anemia, reducing oxygen delivery to the brain and affecting memory ability. Lifestyle factors. Sleep deprivation. Insufficient or non-deep sleep reduces the ability to consolidate short-term memories. High sugar diet. This can cause insulin resistance in the brain, reducing energy supply to nerve cells. Neurological disorders. Conditions such as dementia or Alzheimer's disease in the early stages often manifest as short-term memory loss. Reduced work performance. Individuals may struggle with tasks that require accurate recall and attention to detail. Increased stress. Memory loss can lead to anxiety, feelings of helplessness, or a loss of confidence. Risk of neurological conditions. If left unaddressed, short-term memory loss can progress into more serious neurological disorders. 12. Chronic fatigue. You may be experiencing persistent fatigue, even after getting enough rest or sleep. This lack of energy can make it difficult to carry out daily activities. This fatigue occurs frequently, impacting your ability to work, study, and engage in daily life. You may feel physically and mentally drained, leading to decreased productivity and focus. Reduced blood flow and energy to the brain can lead to fatigue and cognitive decline. This can be caused by several factors, including anemia, insufficient red blood cells to deliver oxygen to the brain, resulting in fatigue and cognitive impairment. Insulin resistance. Brain cells are unable to receive glucose, the primary energy source, leading to energy starvation. Stress and hormonal imbalances. Elevated cortisol levels due to chronic stress can affect brain regions like the hippocampus, causing fatigue. Adrenal fatigue, a condition caused by prolonged stress, can lead to decreased production of essential hormones. Sleep deprivation or poor sleep quality. Shallow sleep does not allow the brain sufficient time to repair and regenerate, resulting in fatigue the next morning. Sleep apnea disrupts deep sleep, leading to fatigue despite adequate sleep duration. Nutritional deficiencies. Vitamin B12 is essential for energy production. Deficiency can cause fatigue. Magnesium supports nerve and muscle function. Deficiency can lead to exhaustion. Omega-3 fatty acids are crucial for brain function. Deficiency can impair brain function, causing fatigue and cognitive decline. Underlying medical conditions. Chronic fatigue syndrome, CFS, is a complex condition characterized by persistent, unexplained fatigue. Hypothyroidism, a condition where the thyroid gland is underactive, can slow down metabolism, leading to exhaustion. Your brain is the command center for all your actions, and it deserves the best care you can provide. The good news is that with the right lifestyle adjustments, you can reverse many of the signs we've discussed today and even enhance your cognitive abilities. Which of these signs resonates most with you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay informed about more ways to improve your health and well-being. Remember, a healthier brain leads to a better, happier you. See you in our next video.